From the 17th century to the 20th century, Western thinkers described individual humans as independent, rational beings, and therefore made these creatures the basis of modern society. Over the last few decades, however, the idea of the rational individual has been attacked from all sides. Feminists criticized it as a narrow-minded fantasy that celebrates the power of white men. Economists and psychologists have shown that most human decisions are based on emotional reactions and instinctive behavior rather than rational analysis, and that while our emotions and instincts were perhaps suitable for life in the Stone Age, they are unsuitable for dealing with modern life. Some scientists argue that not just rationality but the very idea of individual thinking is a myth. Humans rarely think for themselves. Rather, we think in groups. Just as it takes a tribe to raise a child, it also takes a tribe to invent a tool, solve a conflict, or cure a disease. No individual knows everything it takes to build a cathedral, an atom bomb, or an aircraft. What gave Homo sapiens an advantage over all other animals and turned us into the masters of the planet was our unique ability to think together in large groups, and not our individual rationality. Individual humans actually know little about the world, and as history progressed, they came to know less and less. A hunter-gatherer in the Stone Age knew how to produce her own clothes, how to start a fire, how to hunt rabbits, and how to escape lions. Today, we think we know far more, but actually, as individuals, we know far less. We rely on the expert knowledge of others for almost all our needs. In one experiment, people were asked to evaluate how well they understood how a zipper asterisk works. Most people confidently replied that they understood it very well. After all, they use them all the time. They were then asked to explain how a zipper works, describing in as much detail as possible all the steps involved in the zipper's operation. Most had no idea. This is the knowledge illusion asterisk. We think we know a lot, even though individually we know very little, because we treat knowledge in the minds of others as if it were our own. This is not necessarily bad, though. Groupthink enables us to go through life without being caught in an impossible effort to understand everything ourselves. And from an evolutionary perspective, trusting in the knowledge of others has worked extremely well for humans. However, like many other human traits asterisk that made sense in the past but cause trouble today, the knowledge illusion has its disadvantages. The world is becoming ever more complex, and people fail to realize just how ignorant they are of what's going on. Consequently, some people who know little about science nevertheless conduct fierce debates about climate change, while others hold extremely strong views about what should be done in Iraq or Ukraine without being able to find them on a map. People rarely appreciate their own ignorance because they tend to talk to people who share the same opinions, reinforcing their beliefs. Providing people with more and better information is unlikely to improve matters. Experts hope to influence public opinion on issues like healthcare and global warming by presenting us with accurate facts and scientific data. Such hopes are based on a misunderstanding of how humans actually think. Most of our views are shaped by groupthink rather than individual rationality, and we hold on to these views because of group loyalty. Using facts to expose individual ignorance is unlikely to work. Most people don't like too many facts, and they certainly don't like to feel stupid. So what should we do? Perhaps we should encourage people to be more realistic about their ignorance. And perhaps the experts should be more aware of the limits of their ability to influence other people.